How to solve equation sin x is equal to 0.5, where is x greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 360. There are 4 steps to solve any trigonometric equations. Step number 1, find the basic angle, find the principal angle, find the acute angle which lies in the first quadrant. How? Just shift sign. Step number 1, find the principal angle, which is x equal shift sign 0.5. Whatever this value, positive or negative, the basic angle have to be positive, which lies in the first quadrant. The first step, find the principal angle, so x equals 30 degrees. Next step, you have to identify sin x equals 0.5 lies in which quadrant. How do you know this angle lies in which quadrant? This called first, this called second, third, fourth, rotation anti-clockwise. The first quadrant from 0 to 90. Second quadrant from 90 to 180. Third quadrant 270. Fourth quadrant 360. Sin x positive, given in the question positive. Sin x positive in which quadrant? First and the second. First and the second. We have 4 cases. If it is in the first, we'll take it as a base angle, the basic angle. If it is in the second, find it by using 180 minus the basic angle. If it is in the third, find it by using 180 plus basic angle. If it is in the fourth, use 360 minus the principal angle. Sin x is positive, first and the second. How to find the first one? We said use the principal angle. How to get the second one? By using 180 minus x. So the solution is 30 and 180 minus 30, which is 150. The third step, you have to look at the range which you give. Is it given from 0 to 360? Yes. Both solution lies in the range? Yes, 30 in the range, 150 in the range. Try to get the equivalent angles. How to get the equivalent angles? By adding 360 to the solution. If it is still lies in the same range, accept it. If it is out of the range, reject it. I wrote a simple equation, lies from 0 to 360, so the solution only will be 30 and 150. I will write the same equation. Sin x equals negative half. Where is x? Between 0 and 360. Step number 1. What is the step number 1?
Find the principal angle.
Find the principal angle. How? X equals shift sign positive. I told you, please, the principal angle which lies in the first quadrant. The principal angle which is between 0 and 90. So whatever, positive or negative, to get the basic angle, shift sign positive value. You will get x is 30. Number 2, sin x in the question negative. Sin x negative in which quadrant? A, S, T, C. Sine x given in the question negative. Sine given negative, third and fourth. Third, 180 plus x. Fourth, 360 minus x. So 180 plus 30. The answer is 210. 360 minus 30. So the answer 330. By looking at the quadrant, in the first quadrant is x, second quadrant 180 minus x. If you have 180, if you subtract any acute angle will be in the second quadrant. If you add 180 plus x, you will get it in the third quadrant. If you subtract 360 minus x, you will get it in the fourth quadrant. So we have two solutions. R in the range, yes, 210 in the range, 330 in the range. If you add a complete rotation, 360 degrees, is it in the range? No. If you add 330, add a complete rotation, 360 in the range? No. So the final answer, 210 and 330. If you try now to use your calculator, please. Use your calculator, please. Write sine 210. Is it negative half? Calculator بتاعتك. Sine 330, is it negative half?
Yes.
Correct? Okay. Yes, your question.
Why can we figure out the sine graph in this line?
You understand how to solve your equation algebraically?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Your question?
Sir, you said there were 4 steps. What are the third and fourth? You said there were 4 steps of solving a.
Still, we have more kinds of equations. If we have a complex
You
equation,
told the third step, right?
is it okay understanding the solution?
Yeah.
I told you there are 4 steps. I asked you now, is there any change for the range from 0 to 360? I will change the range, so you have steps more. Okay. Yes. The question given sine x is a negative half, so have to be in the third and fourth. Sine x is equal to half. Where is x? Between negative pi or negative pi and less than or equal to pi. What is the first step? Find the basic, find the principal angle. But for the principal angle, if you want to start, look at the range. Is it given in degrees or rad? Given this question in rad. So please write your answer in rad. But you can find your answer in degrees first. After finishing all the solutions, I will convert it again from degrees to rad. If you want to start from rad from the first step, you have to change your calculator to rad system, please. Yalla, please use rad system. X equals shift sign for the value positive, whatever written negative or positive. The principal angle, basic angle, I need it from in the first quadrant from 0 to 90 degrees. What is the answer? According to the answer for rad, at least 3 significant, at least. You can add more, no problem. For degrees, 1 decimal place, you can add more, no problem. The answer given at least 3 significant is 0.523. 0.524.
Because
Okay. This is the basic angle. Then sine x given in the question, positive or negative? It's a given positive. Sine x positive in which quadrant? First and the second. First, is 0.524. First, x. Second, 180 minus x. Your solution in red. So you have to write it pi minus. So pi minus 0.524. So the answer is 2.62. 2.62. Look at the range of values of x. The range given from negative pi to pi, I will write it as a decimal. So negative 3.142 and the positive 3.142. Is the first solution in the range? Yes, in the range. 0.524 in the range? Yes, in the range. Is 2.62 in the range? Yes. If we try to add a complete rotation, if you add complete rotation means add 2 pi. Is it in the range? No, out of range. When I look at the range, I saw we have a negative sign. It's written from negative pi to positive pi. We'll try to subtract a complete rotation. 0.524 minus 2 pi. Is it in the range? Why each time you ask it, it's a bit, you have to look at the range. Maybe there are another solutions. Because if you sketch a graph of sine, and the sine x equals half, if you if you draw the line, cut the curve at 2 points. But if the examiner extend the range till 720 and draw the line, you will get what? 4 intersections. Maybe the examiner extended the range in the negative side, and also if you draw the line, cut the curve more than 1 point. So by looking at the range, after finding the two solutions each time, look at the range. Is this solution in the range? Yes. If it is not, don't try to reject this solution. Try to add a complete rotation. Maybe there is another solution. Try to subtract a complete rotation. Maybe there is another solution. So now will this answer in the range? 2.62, is it in the range? Yes, in the range. If we try now to add, please, add 2 pi out of range. Subtract 2 pi. Yalla, please. 2.62 minus 2 pi. Negative? Look at the range. Negative 3.4 out of the range. So the final solution, which is circled, 0.524 and the 0 and the 2.62. You have a question?
Why do we add and also subtract?
As I told you, when we have equation, if it is sine x only like this, it's given the equation sine x is equal to half. Graphically, we'll have to sketch the graph of this function and the graph of this function and find the intersection. So if you sketch the line, y equals half, cut the curve at 2 points. But if you extend the graph, extend the line, we have more solution. How to get the other solutions? By adding the 2 pi, a complete rotation. I will show that in the xy plane. If say this angle 30, if you complete rotation and add 30, so this angle will be 390, the same. If you try now to get sine 30 and the sine 390, same. Cosine 30 and the cosine 390, same. Are called equivalent angles. You can add 360 more, you will get another solution. If we subtract also, you'll get solutions. So you have to look at the range. If I give equation included other trigonometric function like cotan or sec or cosec, I explained how to solve the equation if it is like sine. Look at this equation. Sec x equal 3. sec x equal 3. How to solve this equation? Step number one, don't try to deal with cotan or sec or cosec at all. I will change it again back to AS level, sine, cosine, or tan, then solve. The first step, don't try to deal with sec, cotan, or cosec. I will change it to be what? Sec x, reciprocal of what? Cosine x equals what? خلاص, you can solve it as AS level. Step number 1, find what? The principal angle. Shift cosine 1/3. So x equals what? Look at the values given in degrees. Change your calculator to degree system. Again? 7.52. Yes. Shift cosine x equals 70.52. 53. If you back to the original equation, whatever cosec or sec or cosine, I will back to this equation. Cosine given positive or negative? Positive. Cosine positive in which quadrant? First and the fourth. Sorry, first and the fourth. If the angle lies in first, will be x. If it is second, 180 minus x. Third, 180 plus x. Fourth, 360 minus x. Then we'll find first, use the principal angle 70.53 degrees. Fourth, 360 minus x, which is 70.53. Give me the solution. One decimal place, 28.5. Look at the range. Look at the range. Look at the range. The range from 0 to, if you try to add a complete rotation out of range, if you try to subtract a complete rotation out of range, this angle accepted, there is no more. Look at this angle. Is it in the range? Yes. If we add a complete rotation out of range, subtract the complete rotation out of range, so both accepted. How to solve this equation? So tan x 1 over 0.8. Tan x equals 1 over 0.8. You can simplify, you write your answer as a fraction, as a decimal, simplified. This will be tan x simplified, or directly no need, just to find the basic angle. X equals tan minus 1 over 0.8. What is the value? 51.34. Tan x is positive. In which quadrant tan x is positive? ASTC. First and third. First is x. Second, 180 minus x. Third, 180 plus x. Fourth, 360 minus x. First, use the principal, 51.34. Third, 180 plus 51.34. Give me the solution of each. Again? The first one is same. Second one is 231.34.
بعدين عندك 360 minus
If you try to add or subtract, both accepted, but there is no more. I will not solve this exactly same. Cosec, cosec, cosec. I will write it what? Sine x equals negative third. Shift the sign, get the basic angle. Sine given negative third and the fourth. 180 plus 360 minus, you'll get the solution. Part D, find the sec x first subject. Then change the question from sec to be cosine. You will get it positive first and fourth, and the same range from 0 to 360. I will change the range. I will change the range to show you why I add a complete rotation or subtract rotation. Question 4 exactly same like question 3, but the difference using grad system. Make sure that 2 pi is 2 times 3.14 will be 7 point something to know this angle included in the range or not. All are same. Cosec x, change it to be sine x equals half positive first and second, x and 180 minus x. Part B, sec x negative 1, cosine x equals negative 1. Solve your equation. Cosine given negative, second and the third, 180 minus 180 plus. Part C cotan, I change it to be tan. Part D cotan, change it to be tan. Yes. Correct, yes. What is the first step?
1 over sine هنقول sine
Next step.
1 over
1 over 1 over 2.
5 over 6.
Okay, simplify it if you want. If you want to write it 5 or 6, okay.
2x equals 6.84.
2x equals shift sine 5 over 6. 2x equals what? Shift sine.
56.44.
Again.
56.44.
So don't try to divide it by 2. This will be the last step. Whatever you have an expression in terms of x, x, 2x, 3x, x plus 50, x minus 20, 2x plus 30. Don't try to calculate x as a subject. Will be the last step. Deal with 2x as y. As y. After finishing, find the values of y, back to 2x, then find the x subject. So please keep it 2x. The next step, sine 2x given a positive. Sine x 2x given positive. In which quadrant sine 2x is positive? First and second. First and second. For first will be 180 minus. For first use the same. So 2x equals 56.44 and 2x equals 180 minus this value will be what? 180 minus 56.44. So 2x equals 123.56. Look up to the range. The range given x, but we found what? 2x. You have to extend the given range. Extend the given range to be times 2, times 2, times 2. This is the range of 2x found down. Is now this value in the range? Accepted. Is this value in the range? Accepted. If you try to add, tell me how many times I tell. Please try to add a complete rotation out of range. Subtract, but there are many questions. We'll find you have to add or subtract. If you add a complete rotation, is it in the range? No. If you add a complete rotation to 1, 2, 3, is it in the range? No. If you subtract, no. This is the final answer. Now, divided by 2. Find the first solution. Divided by 2, find the second solution. The common mistake for the first part, if you divide it from this step by 2 and get 180 minus, your answer will be is not a solution for this equation. So please divide it by 2, last step. You tell me why you extended the range. No need. I didn't extend the range and my answer is correct. In this question, you are right. If you didn't extend the range and try to get the other solutions in this question, both accepted in the right. But for the final exams, will it change the range? So make sure your solution in the given range. Yes.
Sir, after we found out the positive values for 6.44 and 123.66, can we divide them by 2 and then we see whether it's there in the range?
No. So please don't try to divide it by 2. Alaykum assalam. I will solve question number 6, part A. Please, after dividing by 2, what's the solution for the previous one? Divided by 2 is 28.22. Second one. Again? 78? Okay. I multiply by 2 to know the range of 2x. Then I need to find the values of x. طيب هفكرك بس في وقت كده ما هيكون لازم. خلينا مع بعض شوية بس. Exercise 3A. Let's start. Cosec x minus 30 is equal to 2. Will not use cosec. Will use what? Sine. Sine x minus 30 is equal to half. Clear? Then get x minus 30 is shift sine for 1 over 2. Then x minus 30 is equal to 30. Don't try to find x. Whatever the expression, keep it. Sine is positive. Sine is positive first and the second. First is 30. Second, 180 minus 30. Look up to the range. This range for x, but we have x minus what? X minus 30. Subtract 30 from the boundaries will be negative 30 and 330.
لسه أول اسم زي إيه وصل
عشان انت عملت لي مصيبه امبارح ومصيبه كده النهارده يا جماعه على عكس انا لسه عارف تنزل ولاد
Look at the range after extended. Is 30 in the range? Is 30 in the range? Yes. If we add 360 out of range, if we subtract 360 out of the range, 150 in the range? Yes. If we add out of range, if we subtract out of range, now you can get X as a subject. This is the final solution.